Heyo fam, welcome back to another reasoning. I'm your host Jasper. If this is your first time on the channel, don't forget to drop down below, hit that like button, the notification bell, and the subscribe button to stick with us for future reasonings and uploads. Alright you guys, we're coming at it. We got the 2023 Tesla Model X. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these on the road out there. They're pretty common nowadays. They've been out for a good minute, but they got a lot of cool, interesting features. I was lucky enough to have this guy for the past week, so I am just getting into it and looking at it and all the features that it's got. Honestly, I really like how this front looks here. The definition that you have in there with that new refreshed front end, it's really beautiful in there. Honestly, I thought that not all of the new models had these side sensors, because I definitely know that there was a little bit of an issue with the pandemic and they had to start reducing some of those sensors. So I'm actually really happy to see that it was actually featured here. As you guys can see, it says loaner up there on the front, and you guys can already see too how open the door presents to you. So I'm going to come around the side. You see that door just open right up for us. There's the interior, but we're going to stick with it a little bit on the outside first of all though. So I don't know if you guys know this, but if you just go ahead and tap that door, it'll go ahead and close as well. I don't know, there's a little bit of wind out here right now. It doesn't really know what we want to do, but sometimes it can overpower that wind. It is a really windy day, but the door will close when you just give it on. There it goes. Just needed a little reassurance there. If I had to guess right now, I would honestly say that there's about like 25-mile-an-hour wind. Maybe not the best day to film the video, but we got to do what we got to do, right? So we're going to come around back here. Let's pop open the tail bed. She's just giving us a second beat there just to confirm that's really what we wanted to do there. Let's get her to open up all the way for us. Come on. There we go. Open up. Sometimes, honestly, it's been a little bit fakey. I'm honestly gonna tell you guys. Like, since I've had this car over the weekend, I'm not sure if, since it's a loaner, it kind of fights you a little bit with like your cell phone key as being the actual key. But I don't know what about it, but it's something about that. It's something might want to look into. I'm guaranteeing it's probably a little bit more straightforward and simpler. Let's face it around. Guarantee it's probably a little bit more straightforward and a little simpler when it's actually your own Model X that's actually linked to your account properly. It's linked to my account, but it was linked to it as a loaner, and I'm not sure if that wants to open up all the doors and all the keys appropriately each time. But we're just going to check in that little side compartment there. There's a lot of storage in the back, even though you're definitely going to have that third row seating. So we're just going to go ahead and give that guy a close there. And then we're just going to come around the side. And I'm not sure if y'all have ever seen this before, but check this out. We got some falcon wing doors that just kind of open up on the side there whenever you get close enough. Unlock the driver door. Yeah, see, it really does not want you to open up all the exterior doors. It really doesn't. It wants that driver door open. And when it wants it open, it wants it open. So we're just going to go ahead and lock and unlock. I definitely wanted to get into the interior in a second, but looks like we got to do what we got to do. So let's give that falcon door experience. There's that one falcon door. And we're just going to swing around to that opposite side. And we're going to give you the second falcon door. Just like that. And it gives a real nice entry point, so you can see the two captain's chairs in the back. And in a full display right there. And let's just jump on into the second row, honestly, since we're right here. I've teased y'all enough with the interior already as it is. So when you come over here, there's a little button. And when you press this button here, it'll close that side door for you. So that's how you're going to enter and exit from the second row seating in the Tesla Model X. Down on the bottom, we're going to have split console air conditioning for climate heating and cooling. You can move the seats, adjust the power settings, and as well as heated and cooled in the second and the third row. You're going to have all of your music, Netflix, a couple of games for you, and then any type of settings and system adjustment that you're wanting to get there. Very cool, very intuitive. We've got some USB Type-C at the bottom. You pop it open. We got our cup holders right down there. So to go ahead and give that a close. I'm going to swing you guys around to the back and the third row seating. definitely too small for me to hop back there, but they have you hooked up with your connectivity. So if you need a charge in the third row, they got you for your third row charging. They actually also have air vents in that third row there, and something that's very, very cool, drop down coat hooks on either side. Drop down coat hooks, very, very cool. So the ceiling looks pretty trippy, honestly, when the doors are up, because you have that cutaway look. Very, very cool. Full Alcantara headliner. You got your dome light right here, because there's no dome in that part. So yeah, you're not gonna have any dome lighting up front, but you got some dome lighting in the back, and you got some dome lighting in the third row as well. Keeps it going. Model X right there on the badge. Model X right there on the trim when you're stepping out. So let's get on out of this guy. Same thing. Presents your door opening. Very, very clean, minimalistic in that dash and interior. We're gonna go ahead and give that guy a close. Let's give us a reassuring close on its own there. And I'm honestly gonna leave the two Falcon wings open for a second while I hop on the driver's side, because I want to show you guys a very cool feature. So again, I showed you when you guys approach the door, it opens up for you, and it just gives you that ability to slide right into the Model X. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get on in there. And honestly, when you get into the Model X, you're gonna hit the brake pedal right there, and it's gonna close that door for you. But the wind is really high right now. Great deal of wind, and it's pushing against that door, honestly. So let's try to override it. So we're gonna do the close all function. Yeah, it really doesn't like that door. So that's something to notice, you guys. In high wind, that door does not like closing, but the Falcon wings did close there. Let's see, a little bit of less wind. Come on, baby, come on. You got it. No, yeah, it doesn't want to do it in this wind. I want to say it's not crazy wind right now, but I mean, it's intense. It's a little bit intense. So you've got your basic controls over here. I'm sure you guys have maybe seen these types of screen before. Maybe what you have not seen is this type of control. Steering wheel, it's very, very cool. In this Tesla, you're gonna have a console right here, a little display in the center, and that'll give you all of your driver control functions. And then any type of just overall vehicle controls you'll see right here in this center. Something that not a lot of people have seen before though, is that this display actually tilts left, right, and center. So let's put it back in the center there. It was tilted left for the driver control. And then we're gonna tilt it right, just in case some passengers wanna watch some Netflix or anything like that, and it fully tilts out, just like that. You can see that it fully tilts. We're gonna put it right back in the center, and just kind of return it back to home right there. So it kind of just recesses in, very minimalistic, very, very prim and proper. Honestly, on the other displays that are kind of like pushed out a little bit, you can get them hooked on a couple of things. It's really not as streamlined and clear as you would think it would be. So honestly, I like this recessed in. Very, very cool. It's kind of interesting. So let's just give it a little bit of a drive on this one. So we're just going to swipe up into gear, and now we're good to go. We're driving. So just a little bit of a first drive here. So you see you can spin it, but it's not like the Cybertruck where you get full wheel lock. On this guy, you can spin this wheel hand over hand, and honestly, you can get a little bit crisscrossed applesauce if you're not careful with it. So the best thing I've noticed is just grip that bottom bar and just control it with that bottom bar. You see how I kind of let it slip there a little bit, and I'm gonna let it go all the way over to catch it again, and I'm just gonna bring us right back into this same center that we just started from. Pretty cool little circle drive there, and you can kind of see right there on the display right where we're pulling into our space, just like that. When you want to park it, you're going to tap to park, just like that. Going to give it a little bit of a long press, and then it parks us for us. Right here, you have the option to unlock or lock the car. And again, let's see if we can get it to give us that nice little display. No, I guess there's no open all on here. There's just close all. So let's go ahead and open the passenger door, so if someone's getting in for you, you help them get in there. And then we're gonna go ahead and close that, just like that. Very, very cool design though, you guys. Very, very cool design. There's lots of interior storage space in here. You got a top down And then beneath that, you got even more storage space down below in the grate center. And then up top here, you also have even more storage space. Very, 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 very full of storage space around here. So we're just gonna jump out here and we're just gonna finish on the outside of the car. We're just gonna give that door a little bit of a push. And just like that, a little bit of a walk around, a little bit of an opening of the Tesla Model X. I don't know if you guys have ever been able to see one of these guys up close. And honestly, something that I thought was really, really cool, it's interesting too. These are now fixed in place. The rear wing fixed in place. It used to be a lower rise, but now I guess they're just tired of all the repairs and replacements that they're having to do on those aero wings, so they're just fixed in place now. I'm honestly gonna say, in the time that I was able to use this car for a big period, I honestly did have an issue with my driver's side Falcon wing door. It wasn't wanting to open all the way, even when we were in an open parking lot, just like we are right now. It was really wanting to stay fixed in place because it was detecting an unknown object. I'm not sure what that obstruction was, but I sent them a message about it to the Tesla Service Center. I don't know what they did, because they didn't even respond to my message, but it cleared up the code, and then they just responded back when I responded and said, hey, it's working again, and said, okay, perfect, awesome. So they might have done an over-the-air update. I'm not totally sure on that one, but I did have an issue with that Falcon wing door initially, and then towards the end, all good to go though. So again, if this is your first time on the channel, don't forget to drop down below, hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Let's stick with us for future recent and uploads. A couple more with you. Let's check it out. Take care, guys. Be safe.